I didn't write it. I just memorized it.
When did you think of it?
The beginning of the year. I didn't name it. I just need to say it. Here you go. Mm-hmm. I wake up in the morning and I dab. Always had no reason to be sad. My name is Brent. I'm here to talk. This is so fun. I never want to stop. People always ask me why I said I'm sorry, but I have to make it cry. And you can't leave it. Oh.
You're getting stuck.
It's all right.
Do you want to go back to the original version?
No.
This is 2.0? Oh.
I need to keep them.
Want to have another practice session?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you actually do it out there by yourself? Go through the full motion so you really remember what it's like.
I never not remembered it.
I know, well, you changed something, so I think maybe it's...
Changed one thing.
Well, enough change that the flow is off.
Okay.
You got to get it back.
So people talk about soccer moms, but you were actually a hip hop mom.
You got it?
Yeah.
Do it loud.
Okay. Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
I wake up in the morning and I dab. Don't be sad, no reason to be sad. My name is Brent. I'm here to talk. This is so fun. I'm never gonna stop. People always ask me why I say I'm sorry, but I have to make it cry. And you can't leave because I'm gross. See, it wasn't my idea to go this far. It wasn't my idea to take till dark. Want to see me again? Better count to 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Want to see me tomorrow? Don't be sorrow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 5, 3, 2. Whoa. This party ignore. So you better not be any kind of rover. So listen up. Here's my deal. And my words get hurt. I'm the key word.
Welcome to Student of Life, the game show.
I was MC Ren, different spelling, but just as gangsta. Now we talk to my landlord Russ about the building he restored.
It's all right. I like baseball. It
You like
just
baseball?
goes on too long. So when
Wait.
baseball goes on too long.
Yeah.
Baseball's long as well, but
And that's your reason for not liking basketball, but for baseball, it doesn't even enter the equation.
I know that's hypocritical, isn't it?
Actually, I want to talk to you about your buildings here.
Okay.
So, you buy buildings and restore them. Well, not always, but in this case.
In this case, it was a big historic renovation.
So what was it originally?
It was originally, it's called a mercantile building, so you had 4 storefronts. It was built in 1925. And then, as we've read it, and the history goes, the upstairs with the individual rooms were apartments and offices for men, is how it was built back in the 20s. 1925 developed by a gentleman, Martis was his last name, and that's why we brought that name back. And he was a real estate guy here in West Asheville, and he partnered with a banker by the name of Anderson, and I presume that Anderson probably was the financials behind it, the financing behind it. Okay. And Martis had the real estate expertise, and they partnered up. So,
gotcha. And so, what was it when you bought it?
Well, from 1973 until 2008, it was owned by the Smith family, and they had a business called Ace Appliance. And Ace Appliance started out down the street where B&B Pharmacy is, and they moved in here in 1973, and they occupied all 4 bays and actually had some space upstairs for like conference room, and then they built the building behind us that was their parts and service department. And back before Lowe's and Home Depot and Best Buy, Ace was the go-to in Asheville. Ace and Ballard's were the go-to for appliances.
Do you know the jingle? Is that what it was popping in your head?
Ace is the place?
Yeah.
That's Ace Hardware.
That's a different place.
That's Ace Hardware.
Okay,
this was Ace Appliance, which was an independently owned family business. And
will you sing the Ace is the place just for fun?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, it would just confuse people and probably have them hit stop right there with the podcast.
Right. Okay, and then...
so they were here until 2008. we moved second gear in 2008 into this first bay, and then Ace closed. He retired in
So you were just renting from him at first?
Yes.
Okay.
We were renting just there, and then we expanded into that bay in 2011, and we were just renting from them.
And then he was going to bail, and you were like, well, maybe I'll buy it.
Well, I had actually worked with Bruce to represent him on some space in here as well as in the back building, and then when it...
What do you mean represent him? Law?
No, as a real estate broker.
Oh, okay.
As a commercial broker. And then when it came time for him to sell it, he put it on the market. He didn't have me represent it because I was interested in buying it, and that would have been kind of a conflict of interest. So Bruce had somebody else list it for him, and it sat on the market for almost 2 years when we put it under contract. We were both looking for used bikes shortly after we moved here. She was looking for a mountain bike, and I was looking for a road bike. And this was before the days of Craigslist, so your options were to find, if you wanted to find something used, were Iwana, which is a newspaper that's been around for a while to sell things, eBay, which was not local, and the bike shops didn't carry used bikes. So I had done some transactions, some real commercial transactions along Haywood Road, and just sitting out one night thinking, why isn't there a place in Asheville where you can buy used gear? You know, all these people move to Asheville for the outdoors, or a lot of people move for the outdoors, and like to do different things, but can't afford to go buy everything brand new, or may not want to buy everything brand new because you want to try it out and see if you like it before you saw that the concept had been done in other cities. So it grew from there, and put together, got teamed up with some guys as partners that were former Outward Bound instructors, so they knew the outdoors, and I kind of had the business concept, and we put our skills together, and we opened up actually down the street in the same building with Harvest Records back in 2004. So we were on one side, and Harvest opened up a few months after we did. Okay. Which is kind of ironic, not ironic, but I thought at the time, how's a record shop gonna survive?
Now they're lasting.
And they kind of reinvented themselves. And, so we were kind of been in business the same amount of time, and so that was kind of the idea behind it. And when we first opened, we weren't thinking there'd be so much clothing. We were thinking it was going to be be hard gear and technical apparel.
But clothing completely goes with it because it's a big part of it.
Yeah,
it's
and people turn over clothing a lot more, and you wouldn't bother selling your clothes on Craigslist, but you might sell your bike on Craigslist or your boat or something. But
I like that.
And then and also what happened, a lot of these outdoor brands started getting into what they call lifestyle clothing. Like what I'm wearing is an outdoor brand, but it's not technical. Right. And that's what it's just kind of an Asheville look, or that looks popular
something
all
to wear
over.
Outside. If you're leisure, you're just doing something leisurely. Okay. A few more quick. Now just some quick.
Now I can sprinkle in some lies and exaggerations.
I guess this would be a good one to throw that in there. But I do want the truth. Interesting thing that people have tried to sell you that you haven't accepted necessarily, where you've been like, what? Why are you bringing a gun? Well, I guess a gun could be considered outdoor stuff. But, you guys don't sell guns, right?
We don't. We do take knives, but I had a lady call up one day asking if we took furs, and I don't know why she thought I don't know how she put second gear and
maybe because someone told her they take used clothing.
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't ask her why.
That is funny.
Wow, that's the one that jumps out. We get all kinds of people, calling up first asking if we take all kinds of oddball things, but that's one of the oddest ones somebody that I talked to.
Okay, how about this one? A sports prediction. Any sports prediction
for this year? Let's see. The Panthers are gonna come back strong, and they'll make it to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
How's that?
That was good.
Being kind of support your local team.
A favorite movie line.
A favorite. Wow. Hi, I want that baby.
Say it again.
Hi, I want that baby.
What's that from?
Raising Arizona.
Nice.
Gotta love that baby.
Love the Coen
I love
Brothers.
that baby. Did you ever see?
Yeah. I love it.
I don't know if I got it exactly right.
Well, that's why I asked.
Now, a fun conversation conversation with Mom.
What are you doing?
I am looking for a new sound machine.
Oh yeah, mine's about to break too.
Oh, yeah? Well, if I find one, want me to get you one too and bring it?
Nah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. My whole thing is I plug mine in. You know, you guys like to use the batteries. I prefer not to use batteries. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have them both ways. You know, like the one I have, I can plug in. Or
Right.
use
I was just
battery.
saying if you're looking and you see one that you like and it happens to be just battery for some reason, don't worry about.
Get that one.
Yeah, for me, you know, don't worry about that. Don't worry, no big
Uh-huh.
deal. But if you, I mean, if you want to, not a big deal. I'm gonna bring mine on the trip, so it still works.
Yeah,
It's
we just had ours. Yeah, we just had ours at, eventually they just die. Now, we have a real good one that just plugs in, the one that's by our bed.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to take that. And plus, I don't know how many plugs you're going to necessarily have, in the
True.
room.
Sure.
Because then you want to plug in your phone. Although, you have to. I think you have to have your phone on air mode,
Yeah,
airplane mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you have a different, because you don't want to be charged while you're on the ship.
Right.
But you want to be able to use it to take pictures, so.
Right. Yeah, I'll do that. It's all good. Are they gonna have no Wi-Fi though at all on the ship?
Yeah, you're gonna be able to use Wi-Fi, but they have Dad has his computer.
Right, but I don't understand why I can't use. That's
well,
not.
I have to call. I know. I think you can still maybe use Wi-Fi on the ship on your phone, but your phone has to be set in a certain mode so you're not charged.
All right.
For the cell part of it.
Right. I gotcha.
So I just went through this with AT&T, but then when Carol called, she said something, yes, you can use Wi-Fi on your phone, but it can't be on airplane mode. So I don't know. I'm going to call and verify.
Weird.
Because one time we got charged hundreds of dollars.
No, that's not good.
Yeah.
So you watched that game last night?
I did.
It was exciting, huh?
And... yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing, but by the time we went to watch it, I mean, my team was getting killed, so.
Wait, your team? I thought
Yeah,
you were
my
rooting
team.
for James Jones.
Warriors.
Oh, so you're rooting against your favorite player?
No, just because I don't like Cleveland.
I know, I feel you. I hated them so much for a while, but now I find myself rooting for LeBron.
Yeah.
No,
well, I mean, they looked good last night, but like someone said, they have to play that way.
Right. They have to
now
score.
on.
They have to score 130 points to win.
Right.
Or more.
Anyway, I'm going into an elevator, and I might be cut off.
Okay.
So. I'm doing hiking or anything today?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go somewhere in a few. Waiting to hear back from someone who might be going with a group of people to some swimming hole off Route 9 or something. So I might go with them. But if they're not gonna go, then me and him might just go somewhere. So.
Route 9 is where, that's near Black Mountain?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to go down. I wasn't paying any attention. Now I have to go back up.
Why don't you just hang out in the elevator all day?
I am. It seems like it. Anyway, now I have to go up to Bed Bath & Beyond. They should have sound machines there. So, I think Route 9 is that real winding road that we went on.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Maybe.
It's not open yet. It was the one that made Jody nauseous. We were going from Black Mountain over to, what is the name of that other? Flat Rock. Not Flat Rock. Y'all went up to the top of it. I forget the name of it. And I stayed back with Dad because he couldn't walk.
Yeah. I forgot which one it was. It's funny because I forget. Like, I've done so many hikes since I've lived here, but some of them I did with you guys, and I just forget which ones they were, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a brand new Dixboro Sports Authority was.
Uh-huh.
And it looks really, it's going to be a beautiful one.
Oh, yeah?
They open Wednesday. That's when they're opening. Anyway, okay, well, I'll let you go, and let me see. If I do find a good sound machine, I'll pick it up for you.
All right, thanks, Mom. I love you.
Okay, love you too.
And if you
Bye.
don't, no worries. Don't go, like, elsewhere, like, whatever. Although you're looking for one.
No, I'm going for us.
Right,
I'm
right.
going for me.
True.
So.
God, so selfish.
I know, we are. Okay. Love you.
I love you more. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
And to close out the program today, Fritz.
Zizzle Zoundz, yeah, that's like the company that makes it.
This was probably post Snoop Dogg's, entering into the pop culture world where he came up with that language of everything Zizzle this and that, right? Like, do you think it was, like, influenced at all by that?
Maybe.
As far as the name?
A lot of things did go Izzle once he started.
Yeah. There was no Izzle before Snoop.
I'm not able to find one for under $100.
Okay, so
they are...
Yeah, Zizzle Zoundz.
It's this white blob, and you put the characters on it. And, depending on which character you put, it makes like a beat or a melody or like a keyboard line.
Did you name the different parts when you were a kid playing with it?
I should have.
You were like 14 already, or 15.
I was 16.
It does sound like a cool game.
Yep, there's like a fluffy white ball. There's like a green pawn. It's just like really cool. It's just like a very physical way to just kind of like mess around with composition.
Did it have instructions, like rules? Was there a...
Nope. Yeah, it's just, you just kind of went crazy.
Are you sure about that, or just in your experience, your memory?
I am pretty sure because of just how the game works. Like, they didn't tell you to make songs. The songs were all completely up to you. What they did was program, like, a rhythm, 4 different rhythms, 4 different... I can't believe it's so expensive, though. That really bums me out.
Yeah. Alright, so your radio show.
I got a show.
And when did you come up with the idea to have your show?
When I learned that Asheville had a local radio, at a community radio station.
Okay. And then
I can't say it was a dream of mine to always have like a show. I never even considered it. I was like, I could be good at that. I have a huge record collection, so I own a lot of content that is fun to curate and kind of put into, I guess, playlists. It's kind of like creating a playlist in a more interesting way than just clicking, like left clicking in Spotify.
Right.
Yeah.
You have
all the shows get recorded and they're all curated by me, so these are personal playlists for people to listen to at their leisure. The show's on at midnight though, so most people don't listen to the actual show live.
And so you're spinning the record, so you're playing a track, and then you have your next track that's about to start, so you have to listen, you have to get it ready at that part of the record, like old school DJs.
I don't actually do any beat matching on the show. When one record starts fading, when one song starts fading out, that's when I fade in the other one. I don't actually beat match.
But what I'm saying is you don't just start at the beginning of the record, you have to get it ready at that part of the record where that track is. So you're getting it ready.
And I stop it. So I cue it, and I can listen in my left headphone while the track that's playing on the radio is playing in my right headphone. I can make sure it's at the right speed, and I can make sure it's the song that I want, because vinyl, it's difficult to tell where tracks end and where tracks begin. And I find it, and I play it, and I wait for the song to start up, and I stop the record player, and then rotate the plate backwards to like pull back from the start, and then I know that I
Just a
have
couple.
2 seconds, 3 seconds right before that song is about to
Sweet.
start. Yeah,
Pretty fun.
you got to learn a little bit of technique.
And how many shows have you done so far?
3.
You loving it?
It gets really hot in the studio, but overall I'm loving it.
Like
Yeah,
you're getting jazzed up, you're getting hot like that.
I bring a fan in.
Because you get so jazzed
It's
up.
so hot in the studio.
actual
Yeah, there's
temperature.
no AC, and there's a lot of equipment that's going off in one small room.
Right.
So
And you got started in the summer.
Yes.
Maybe in the winter it won't be so bad.
I'm assuming not. Yeah, the heat from the apartments upstairs. Yeah, there's apartments upstairs. The studio's right on Haywood Road.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is it in West Asheville?
Yeah.
How far from me?
I don't know where your house is.
Near Harvest Records, where we met.
It's more by Asheville Sandwich Company.